Hey, folks.
Yo,
Yo, Lunch and Clodward here.
back again.
Back again going over the Week 5 replays of the Pokemon Ballstown Advance League Season 2. Um, we are going to go over the Lunatone Division first, because I feel like it. Yeah, let's get into it. Um, Let
Okay,
me know if you
so
need me to pause or anything.
Megahorn. It's
I don't know.
again. Sableye's just not a good mon. I
It's
don't.
not a good Pokemon.
I, I don't know why Engata insists upon breaking this thing.
Yeah, at least Golem could take like one and
Yeah,
explode, right?
or like cause like even just bringing it in here on Heracross, like what does it do here? It presses will if then gives this thing guts.
I don't think it has Willow in Gen 3.
Thunder Wave give it guts anyway.
There
Wow.
you go. Yeah, no, it sucks. It like really sucks. Um, Smeargle lead kind of makes sense because
Near League
she,
makes sense, but like
but like a
at
lot
the
of
same time,
stuff's.
if you put like speed investment into that Smeargle, you outsped. You could just sport it.
N- uh, Heracross is
It's
85, Smeargle 75.
oh gee, okay then never mind. I thought Smeargle was like 90.
No, it sucks.
Here,
Do you
Crush
like
Champ.
Heracross named Crossy?
Yeah, one Mega Horn.
I remember this. This is scary. I was like, oh,
Yeah, the Heracross
she.
with the Sword Stance. Thank God for leftovers delivering that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, back up. No, you 100% press him Power Ghost. Yep. Comes out into the Cloister. Isn't the best spot for Cloister because, like, Giga Drain, obviously, and it sets up.
Totally, but I think
Yeah,
like Slay is bold, and likes to not
yeah,
switch
it-
around like a
yeah.
pansy.
Substitute here again. Yep. Press Combine
Was this
again.
the HP bug Steelix? Was that this week? Not Steelix,
Yeah.
Registeel. Yeah, that's like pretty. That's fun.
that, that's something you only see in Traction, which is why I love it.
Mm. Well, just like think about a legendary golem of iron
If I just like
possessing a
invoking
ins.
the power of the bugs.
Yeah,
Get out here. This Alakazam definitely has like a chance to just fuck everything up.
I think that's what it
Yeah.
does.
Smeargle
Yeah,
dies.
Smirgle's paper.
Frail as fuck. This thing might just die to an ice punch. Definitely dies now anyway. Probably just roll this. And that doesn't give Slackberry, so well, it did. I thought it'd be out of range, but I guess not.
Hidden Power Ghost
Yeah, specifically for that situation.
for the
But
Dusclops. Oh, I get, yeah, for the Zam too.
Sky Uppercut's still not KOing Blissey. It's I guess because he's probably running mixed, so he can't just do like
Mm.
252, 252.
Yeah, you'd have to like kind of speed creep a little bit with the
Yeah,
Slackberry and stuff. All right. I think Slay's draft is good, and I think Ninkata's draft, although has some good matchups, like Into Me,
yeah.
is still questionable,
the,
especially
the
when
the second
stabilized
mon
here.
on that roster is suspect.
Is really really suspect. But yeah, Slay in the lead at this moment in time. I
Yeah,
think she still has to play her last week, but I think she's 5-1.
And now here's
Or
this.
4-1. Oh, it's us.
Yeah.
Read like a freaking book.
Well, well, it's not like I lose too much going for that earthquake there. It's like,
No,
yeah, you go into Claydol, then then
Mm-hmm.
like again, this Ludicolo is especially bulky, so it's not like it loses too much going in here. Packed Ice Beam specifically for this.
Totally.
Live the Sludge
But I
Bomb.
have Sludge Bomb
Ice Beam.
specifically for this.
Houndoom. For the Sleep Powder. I was early bird on this thing, so I.
I think I knew that, and that's why I switched.
Or Shop. Survive. Earthquake. Gengar here. On the bulk up.
This was insane. This next turn, I was like, "What the
Because
hell is she doing?"
I knew Curse went through substitute. I didn't know it went through protect.
That's crazy, though.
Because like what I'm guessing is that like it technically like it both simultaneously affects the mon and the field at the same time, maybe, or it's just like
I
with
guess
Curse
so.
you
I
kind
don't
of
know.
target your. It's weird.
It's kind of like a precursor to like Ghost moves doing that in general. Like Shadow Force goes through Protect.
Yeah.
Um,
The bane of my existence in this matchup, the Clefable.
Clefable's good.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to do as much as it did in this matchup.
That was a good
Colo.
mid ground
Yeah.
to not
Because
not.
you know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to take so much from cross chop, or but at the same time didn't want hidden power ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Clefable just comes back in, presses, chunks my health.
My problem with Clefable is every time I like put it on a team, I like spend like hours in the builder being like, what's the optimal? Because if I don't put any,
What's the
if
optimal spread?
if I don't
Did
put
you
any like attack investment, it doesn't do enough damage. But if I
yeah,
don't, yeah,
did you put like defense investment into this Venusaur so it lives so substitute would live that earthquake?
Not specifically. I think I was like speed, HP, maybe a little bit of defense or a little bit of attack or something.
I was like a tiny bit of it, like I wasn't like fully invested into attack, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't too surprised that it lived that, but it was like at the same time it's like damn, it didn't expect it to not even do 25.
Yeah, I could find the spread. I mean, Venus was kind of out.
Yeah, it's bulky, but I didn't expect it to be like oh just naturally that bulky. I was like hidden power flying on this thing.
Interesting. It's smart.
Well, yeah, for Venusaur. Venusaur, Crow. It's a good middle ground
Doesn't
play,
Earthquake do more to Venusaur?
but at the same time you have Claydol and this thing, so it's like oh
Mm.
if
Yeah,
it's out
better mid
on
ground.
Venusaur, it's like yeah, okay, I can just do a mid ground play. So if you do or don't switch out, I could still hit something.
Totally, totally.
Flying, and it's also super effective against Hariyama. So
Mm-hmm. No, Clefable's honestly like, there's been several weeks where I brought him and he didn't do anything.
yeah,
So I'm really glad that like there was one week where I popped off, did a single freaking thing.
nice punch, the fucking cute charm.
It's like it happened more than I thought it would. It happened on a
Curse
overheat.
me for always putting my mons as women.
I didn't even think about the ability. I didn't make it a boy on purpose. It just happened to be one.
It's just one of the things that just like happen to line up. Like you probably didn't even like set the gender. It was just like, oh, it
No, I
randomly
didn't. It was just
selected.
random. Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, while I was on mobile for this, like it didn't really impact me too much until like this thing dies, and like I was hovering over s- when I said in Steelix in a second here, I was just trying to hover over it just to see like what my stats were, trying to remember the spread for it.
Oh, it was a misclick.
Like I was probably gonna send it out anyway because it did live that, but
Mm-hmm.
and this probably was like just like my best chance of winning. Like I had to hope this Fire Blast missed and my explosion went off because Flygon then could have swept.
Yeah.
Like careful switching between Flygon and Gengar could have pulled it back.
Yeah, I think if you like read me like 8 times or something, like you could do it. Um, what was this Gengar set? If you had like Mean Look or something, or like Pain Split's Gen 4, right?
Yeah, Pain Split is Gen 4.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
I feel like Dustclap
That's
runs it
that's
in
why
Gen 3.
Dusclops has no
He
recovery.
doesn't run Pain Split in Gen 3?
Yeah, because it doesn't exist in Gen 3.
Are we sure? Hold on. I feel like he runs it.
Well, you have to swap it to. Yeah.
He does.
It does exist.
He
Oh,
does
okay.
exist. That's why he 1v1s Blissey.
Um,
Because you can like Pain Split around and like stay healthy until she has to heal and use Focus Punch.
does Gengar get it in Gen 3? It might not get it in Gen 3 just due to shenanigans.
Doesn't get
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Because I was thinking like you can curse Pain Split or something. I don't
Curse Pain
know.
Split,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's something there. Um, I was
But
happy
yeah,
with my
the
build.
curse was mainly for like, oh, if I got like a read on something that was like choiced into a move I was immune to,
Mm-hmm.
and then like protects leftovers, recover back up, so I can maybe get like recover more and more health.
Oh, it was hell. Okay, it was hella defensive. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. That again, I wasn't like attack investment on that Steelix, so that makes sense.
I thought I was gonna speed creep the Ludi, and then I was like, I'm wasting way too much bulk by doing this for like a possibly not like
for
speedy
for it to
Ludi.
not even matter, yeah.
Right. All right. Nigeria versus LCD is up next. I remember this Stantler like doing something.
Yeah, Thunderwave is great here, so now they can cripple this thing, so
It's
it's
a
not
crazy switch.
like okay, so I kind of see the vision there, but at the same time, LCD just pressed Ice Beam and killed the fucking Burlow.
Right.
Kick. That has to be like defense. Wait, no, crit at least also just like not super.
Also, does Nigeria have a spinner? War Turtle, right?
Yeah,
But that thing
so
like sucks.
not really. So
Right. Like I don't know. I would just get my spikes up.
Thunderwave, but this thing's natural cure. But like at least it forces the switch, the Starmie to switch.
Mm-hmm.
Dilly, substitute. I don't understand the Thunderwave.
Um,
You probably just want to get chip
I don't know what
on what,
else you'd end up
like just
doing.
hidden power ice just to chip it
She's like fishing for like when she has
for
like
yeah
five other
paralysis.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you have five other Pokemon. Like, why are you trying to break through this bulky grass type?
yeah. With
Why wouldn't you
with
save Raikou for the to HP Ice Elements later? You know?
there's the Blackberry.
Is that like
Nothing. What power is that then?
I
Like it
don't
goes?
know. It
Maybe.
could be for like the Starmie.
Yeah, because like on a Swords Answer, you probably wouldn't
Mm-hmm. Fighting Ghost is
run
good.
like
Good
yeah.
coverage.
And that's if it's like Hidden Power Rock.
Or ice.
On a Gen 3 Arcanine.
Yeah, why not? It has
I'm
like
also
90.
just now noticing how many fucking intimidators Nigeria
Yeah, 3.
has. 3. Aerodactyl, even at -3, still hits like a fucking truck. Because it's probably banded.
Choice band. Oh, I guess, and then
Trying
yeah.
to explode.
I guess saving the Glalie
Yeah.
did something. Wait, does this like reverse sweep? No, it doesn't kill Credeli, does
Does
it?
it one shot? No. Full para?
Okay.
Nope.
That was like close. That was like
That
kind
that
of
that
scary.
that could have reverse swept,
It
honestly.
could have.
Yeah. Because that
Um.
+1 it outsped both Starmie and Aerodactyl and killed them with Thunderbolt.
Mhm.
So it got full paired there.
Yeah, Nigeria does not have great answers for Aerodactyl at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Raikou kind of.
I think you
Like
got to
it,
keep the
like if it
Stantler
locked
healthy
itself
to
into like hidden power, like flying or whatever, it could come in, set up substitute.
totally. Yeah, if it's banded, which
Yeah,
it usually is. I think that like the Raikou is squandered so early.
yeah,
As was the Stantler, which is like the only thing that's not rock weak that has Intim and Thunderwave, so you can come
yeah,
in and like cripple something. I don't know.
yeah.
I think this could have been
Coming on
played
this
a lot
Aerodactyl, cripple it with Thunderwave.
better. But good on LCD. But I don't know. I'm kind of like, sister, let's get back to the lab. Like, let's figure this out. All right.
Alright, now we got Max versus
Cheese versus Bic.
Dubs. Let me start for a second.
I think,
It's probably just the sprite is like
yeah, Max
because
also has a Gen 2
I know
guy,
Max as the Gen 2 like ghost gym leader
Morty.
Morty and like
Yeah,
they
as
they
opposed
occupy
to
the same
Rick.
spot in my head because you find them in the same town.
I never played Crystal. That was a good.
The
That was a good synchronized.
Yes. Well, no, it's regular poison, not toxic.
When it gets synchronized.
Yeah, because it
Interesting.
got hit with toxic and now it's just regular poisoned instead of toxic like the Espeon is. Because it just copies the poison like attribute, not the particular type of poison.
Can we talk about Bic running a Hidden Power Dark this whole season?
Yeah.
Such an end like.
Tab, I guess.
I'm like, sure.
Sure, why not? Well, what
Sure.
else? It's not like you have
Why?
foul play this generation.
No, and he doesn't have crunch or anything, but it's
Yeah.
like I don't know.
And also this Pikachu just sweeping like away.
I love Calm Mind Pass into Pikachu. This doesn't kill, it's
It's
just tragic.
surviving with one HP.
Does Thunderbolt do more than HPI is there?
It's stab, so it would be like 130-ish. And hidden power ice would be like 140, yeah. Hidden power ice would probably be slightly better.
Which might have done one more
Yeah.
power, right?
The boba.
I think it's like 137 and a half, if I'm doing the math right, for Thunderbolt. My
I
balls
love
sticky.
Miltank.
Why are her balls sticky? Oomph.
It's hot outside, I mean.
Especially in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's where she's at. It's where Swamperts naturally
Yeah,
accumulate.
dude, it's swamp ass, so it's
There you go. The blueberry cow.
Don't drink. Probably just hoping for a Hydro Pump miss. Or just wait for Toxic to take this thing out.
Omastar's hitting these big bumpies.
Yeah. Not missing a single one.
She's being smart and just recovering.
Yeah. Scarm. Critically, that does not two-shot. And then, yeah.
HJK is tragic. I know it's really
The,
like
the double
strong,
protect, it's like...
but
You would probably just rather run Break Break, right? Because, like, HJK is only, like, what, 90 base power this generation?
does Hitmontop have Focus Punch?
It does, but, like, Focus Punch is, like, commitment.
It doesn't.
Doesn't, okay. But, like, High Jump Kick is only, yeah,
It's 90%. It's only
85.
85.
So, like, yeah, just run Brick Break. It's only 10 base power less. It's a lot less,
Run
punishing if you
seismic
whiff.
toss at that pace, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're a bulkier set, probably.
yeah, I don't see the vision. Um, all right. We're gonna move on to Logan
Versus
versus
Bear.
Jim. I hate this Toro
Tauros.
spec sprite. He looks like a camel.
It looks like Taurus is supposed to be a bull. That looks like a bison. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Critical hit Giga Drain, fucking just obliterating this thing. If he had just stayed in and pressed Giga Drain again, this thing would just be dead.
Yeah.
Critical hits are crazy in early gens, just because it's not a 50% boost, it's double.
I must not be watching all these replays because I'm like, somebody has Nidoking? That's gas.
Yeah.
Like, I've
Yeah.
done reviews like every week, and I'm like, I feel like I
Poison
haven't seen
point, and that's kind
Nidoking.
of critical on this thing, just negating the leftovers.
I love
Army's just
Nidoking.
in a great position here. Ice Beam's a great middle ground.
Why does he stay? Instead of going like Milotic.
Maybe hoping for like a roll maybe.
Pataya Berry.
Slack. A bit too creative here.
Oh my god. Imagine Miracote.
Yeah, I mean, open. Yeah, now this time you could just Hydro Pump or Psychic, just whatever.
This is
Great switch in just to
yeah. Now
stack up some
get the
Toxic.
health back.
Yeah,
I would have
soft boil. Well, now you know that Tauros is choice locked now. Like,
mm-hmm.
at that point, it was probably just better to switch out because you don't know what exactly item it has.
And
But
it's
now Jim
not
probably knows
extreme
that
speed on
Tauros
D
is
Knight.
banded.
Ooh.
Edge pump miss. Double edge. One shots. Yep, that is banded. To the Soul Rock into the resist. Still chunks it though. Baton pass. Oh, so you get the health back.
I'm with
You
that.
get the
That's a smart
leftovers.
move. Do Ice Beam?
Looks like the Lumberry. Lumberry, so you don't get a Thunder Waved. That's smart. Aircross at the end dies to hit power flying.
That was so sad. I feel like Jim was like kind of doing stuff with that Starmie and like kind of building a
building a lot of
lead.
momentum and
And Blissey
oh,
should
smart plays with Blissey, but
it's but like Blissey in Gen 3 especially
yeah,
runs max special attack Ice Beam like
yeah.
most of the time to one shot
To one shot
Mance
all the the
to break
dragons.
Gengar subs and stuff like that, and versus
Great
like
Gengar stubs
Nidoking
would
Executor
yeah.
Mance, like I'm running Ice Beam. I wish it had Ice Beam. Not that I'm not happy for Logan. I'm just like,
Yeah, but like there was something there. It's just
um,
but
Solrock is so
someone
cool.
sometimes just says, "Oh, hey, I have a Dragon Dance up, I
I have
win."
a Dragon Dance. That's happened a couple times
Yeah.
this season. He is Mence. He is a pseudo legendary. He does do that. Now we have two members of the Unova Elite Four.
Yeah, it's just well, one's now retired.
That's true.
I love Kecleon's role in Gen 3. Just being a special defensive wall.
Yeah, no, he's definitely cool.
Yeah.
Um, Jack of all tradesy kind of
The
guy.
fucking facade is insane.
How did he know? Go my
I'm guessing he was
evil
just trying to chunk
fish.
whatever like swapped in on the Oh, and that's another thing in generation changes when you would trace
Intim,
intimidate
yeah.
in later generations. Intimidate would proc, but early on it didn't. So might as well just have no trace no ability. Now Articuno just kind of pressure stalls this thing.
Yeah, Nolan's definitely gotten good
Yeah,
like mileage out of
good
Articuno
good
this
mileage
season.
out of this. You got to be aware that this Porygon 2 is choice banded
Choice band.
because it got tricked by
Mm-hmm.
Kecleon. Swap out. Yeah, now he's forced to switch. Dragon
I've
Dance.
like never seen overheat on Gen 3 ladder in my life, and I've seen it 3 times in draft
I've
in the past week.
I run it on my Houndoom because White Herb exists,
Okay.
and it's not like Houndoom would really run anything else. So it's just like, oh hey, overheat for free, so I don't get the stat drops.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Squinch.
The squinch.
I like shiny Tentacruel.
It's cool. Like it. I also think the sprite is also doing a lot of heavy lifting there because I think in later generations it's one of the mons that doesn't really get talked about too much because like a lot of Tentacruel sprites in the early generations are very dynamic, while the
Mm-hmm.
model is just very like, oh hey, I'm just floating here.
Yeah. No, I mean like sprites are awesome. We have
Yeah.
to return to Gen 5.
I'm particularly fond of like these sprites here, the ADV sprites,
Mm-hmm.
just because like they're the great middle ground where they know like obviously the technology and whatever, so they know what they can do with it. But like, cause like if you look at Diamond and Pearl sprites, some of them are bad.
Yeah.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver are just good sprites. This Raiku's in a decent spot. Thunderbolt. Could maybe get away with just Thunderbolting again, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Big rest.
But hey, now he has Substitute up. Yeah.
You're
That
gonna
combo
need like a lot
now it's
of.
waking up this turn. Survives because of the extra. That's.
Well, because
Yeah,
you
that.
get one more sub off here.
Yeah, true. Fair. But now you just press Thunderbolt here. Yep. Crit. This is probably over now
Yeah,
because
Nolan played
this thing
that
just gets hit power ice or grass.
pretty smart.
Thunderbolt.
I don't know if he was doing the calcs or what, but I wouldn't know when to start
Uh, uh, uh,
clicking and two tap a Regice.
yeah. Fair. And
Priority is so lacking in Gen 3.
yeah, that's why quick attack has been on my Flygon every single fucking
Mm,
week. Just so I wouldn't lose to Endure Slackberry shenanigans.
Nolan kind of cooked. I feel like sometimes he's on my list of people that I'm like squinting at, where I'm like, why did you make that play? Like, what was going on here? But this is a good week. Let's
If
go.
this, I mean, facilitate the Riker win condition.
Absolutely. Raiku's Brazington, actually.
Yeah.
Like, that Mon, I'm glad it's a top tier
Yeah.
Mon. If it was any cheaper, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
Is it is
Startup
it
for the
is
ages.
it Pursuit?
Pursuit, yeah. So now, no matter what, this Gengar is probably dead. Yeah, because you just spam Pursuit here.
Can it explode? Yeah,
Explode,
that's some
just to
shit.
chunk it.
Great
Gengar for
nose.
50% on a on a T-Tar.
Whoa. That's a lot to a cloister.
Or to Cloyster. Maybe bans? Maybe. Because we weren't seeing leftovers recovery, so
Got you.
the baton pass is good here.
This Pokemon looks sick as hell.
Yeah, Shiny Survivor's sick.
Is it any good? No,
I mean, it outspeeds this Glacier, so it's probably gonna kill it.
it don't.
Oh, okay. Shut me the fuck up then.
I think it's base 65 or 70. Good toxic.
Good Toxic. Dusclops is
Let's hope it
struggles.
don't got rest.
Yeah. That Willowpuss is also good on Skarmory.
Yeah, definitely.
The things are now you're both taking Sandstorm Chip and Toxic.
No, Skarm's immune to sand.
Well, I meant like the Dusclops is
Mm-hmm.
taking. The Toxic really adds up. Push here. Push Baton Pass. To the Pert. Gets the Wish. Surprised it healed that much because, like, Wish in Gen 3 is weird. Where it doesn't do, like, 50% of max HP. It does 50% of the max HP of the Mon that used it. So it's healing for specifically Jolteon's 50% max HP.
That's how it still works.
Like, no, because in later gens, it just heals 50% on no matter which mon.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
If you boot up Gen 9 OU right now and you use Wish on Alamomola, it will heal for 50% of Alamomola's health.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Onto.
no, I have it mixed up. Right. I have it swapped. Because I
So,
know there was one change
Swampert's
to
healing for Jolteon's HP. Or for his
yeah,
own, or for.
for his own 50%. Yeah,
Okay.
it's guaranteed
It's
50%.
different. Okay.
Yeah. That explosion did fucking nothing.
Steelix only got like 75 attack. It's kind of tragic. He looks
And,
like a
this
beast.
Swampert's also at plus fucking 3.
Mm-hmm.
Crit's pretty good here. It is low, so Aerodactyl might things. What do you lock yourself into here? Yeah, but then Skarmy kind of just comes in, presses toxic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you need to crit him 7 times?
Yeah. I mean, Burn might do some carrying, but at the end of the day, Jolteon just outspeeds and one shots.
Mm-hmm. Stealing is crazy.
+1 to.
He's playing in game right now. He just saw Steven Stone in the tunnel.
Reminds me of like this past week where I ran Iron Tail on Steelix just so I could hit like I believe it specifically was Aerodactyl or like rock flying types, so I wouldn't have to.
Why did he not bring Entei into Steelix? And like a Pokemon that wants to click Wisp. Entei's faster than Cloyster. Gonna run like HP fight
Well, yeah,
or something.
T-Tar probably is just like Entei
But I'm
only
like,
does things when
Seviper? Like, that's
bro.
crazy to me.
Things with Seviper though, it has a good move pool. Like it has Flamethrower, it has. Guessing he was probably more so hoping for that, that deep move pool.
Yeah, it has like Crunch, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb. It
Yeah.
has like stuff going on, but
But would it do more than Entei? Probably
I don't
not.
think so, right? Like, because then you have a Pokemon that baits Rock Slide, so you can like go into one of your 2 Rock Resists,
Yeah.
and then you have like, I don't know, you have a
Something to
Spiker
eat
turret.
wisps,
Does
something
Entei have
to
Roar? Suicune does. I think it does. So that
probably.
could have been something. I mean, he won
Well,
without
yeah,
it,
it does have
so.
roar. That's the whole thing about them. Is like, oh, you mean look them in game? They just roar you turn 1.
Is that what they do? They roar? I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. They're hard programmed. If they can't flee immediately, they're hard programmed to just roar.
Oh, see, I never tried to mean look them.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be one ball HG like that. I just wanted to
Yeah.
get him. All right, that's crazy. So Viper's big day. He got 1 crunch before
You got.
getting owned. Playing Dress to Impress in Pokemon Draft League.
I remember watching this one. This.
I think I did too.
Eek.
Giga's nicknames give me an aneurysm.
Well, this is Gills, but
That's what I'm sorry.
yeah,
G names.
yeah, jeez.
4 letter G names.
Yeah. Zan behind a substitute is scary, but roar is good.
Flegon has Mewtwo hands. Like
Not really.
if he got his nails trimmed, he'd have Mewtwo hands.
these two hands are more so like, oh, balls, at the ends of the
Yeah,
at
he
the
has these like funny little.
things. So those are claws, though. I feel like if you would sand those down, it'd just be like like
You just can't see the claws from the back sprite. I was like, his hands are so funny. You got to put like a spoon in them.
around again to the Machamp, the Machamp that continuously just keeps giving.
Extra sensory zap is kind of crazy, kind of fierce. I actually like really respect that.
Yeah, because again, that's more so building for Jack's team.
Mm-hmm.
So that he
Howl.
could hit that Machamp super effectively, without having to run like Drill Peck.
Focus.
Focus Punch!
I've never seen a focus punch Blastoise in my life.
Okay, the Machamp outspeeding the Blastoise, so like it's gotta have speed investment there.
Machamp,
But,
yeah, I would usually does.
but Blastoise has like 80 base speed. It's got a surprising amount of speed.
I think it's I think it's 78,
Yeah.
but
Like some whack ass number
don't quote me. Yeah.
where you'd expect to be slow because turtle.
Yeah, I think Venusaur is faster than him naturally.
Leaf Blade. I would have subbed one more time so you get into like better overgrow
Mm,
range,
yeah.
or maybe proc like a Slack or something.
No, Overgrow would have been huge. I don't know if it would have killed, but I think it would have, right? I don't know.
Well, I mean that was also a crit, so maybe it wouldn't have crit that next turn or yeah, yada yada. Because that's the only reason why I did that much in the first place was
Mm.
because of the crit.
Do you think Arcanine is singing?
Yeah, he is holding like a G note right
Arcanine in community choir.
there. Yeah. Elena's pretty good, but at this point, I don't think Crobat can 1v1 a fucking can 1v2 a bulked up crit
Oh god.
protect. Oh,
It's faster than Zam. This will kill.
oh, okay. Damn. Again, I guess I should shut the fuck up more often.
I think Jack got like a little greedy with um the second curse.
He also bought a Pineco.
Yeah, but like sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. He has spikes. Um.
Yeah, spikes and then die.
Yeah, I think this curse here, cause like I'm pretty sure like not us like Snorlax without a boost return is two tapping a Crobat, and he already had one boost,
Yeah, he already had one. The
right?
the second was
Like
probably a
I
bit
don't think you needed. I don't
too.
know.
Yeah.
Like
It was kind of just
maybe.
inviting it in, but he also played really well in there. Extra sensory Zapdos, chipping the champ enough, and then uh, yawn focus punch on Blastoise
No, yeah.
facilitating switches.
Gil had good sets.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the Arcanine
Well,
set, but
it's Arcanine. You don't have much to work with.
yeah, I guess into a team that nobody's weak to flamethrower except for freaking Pineco. But Focus Punch Blastoise, I'm kind of up. This is innovation. This is where we should be in the year 2025.
I'm particularly like, again, like yawn focus punch, like that's a smart combo.
It is. I'm with that. Um. Well,
Last replay. That was the last replay.
do we have one, a question of the day, or two, a favorite, like somebody to
Yeah,
highlight,
favorite replay
a
of
thumbnail
Flick
moment,
season ball again.
perhaps?
Yeah. Mm. I'm kind of liking this one just because of the facade Kecleon, but like I feel like that's really the only spotlight that one had. This the Jim versus Logan was a close game. That was just like a good game in general. And she's
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
was, and then just the hidden power bug, Registeel.
It could be hit by our bug registry. It could just be like
Again,
a
my vote is
mince.
towards Jim versus Logan. Just again, it was a close match where so, while there were like some misplays on both sides, but at the same time, it's like, could you really have like you were talking about max special attack Blissey for them particularly, like max special attack Blissey, like you probably want max defense just so it doesn't die immediately to Tauros or Nidoking.
Yeah, but like standard Blissey
Y-
is
But this
max
is draft. You don't
defense.
standard doesn't necessarily mean best in draft format.
That's true, but I don't know. I would have ran Ice Beam personally, and I would have won. So, um,
No, you would have gotten crit by double edge and died.
potentially, potentially, but I'm not keeping Blissey in on Tauros. Um, like ever, unless I click protect. Sexy whistle. What the hell? Oh, are these like? Oh, they're like the sounds that they make.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was like, stop hitting on Blaziken, you freak. Alright, I think that's it,
All right.
folks.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Which do you think is more likely to happen? That random read you're going for, or Rockslite's chance to flinch?
There you go. That random read you're going for, or
Or
Rockside's 30% chance to flinch. I love, like, going up to my dad to pop a lunch and asking him random stupid gaming questions. It'd be like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like bloodshot eyes. Um, potentially, under the influence of, a
yeah,
candy like, substance I might have consumed. Um, walk into the kitchen, he's checking
it's like,
Facebook.
yo, what EV should I run on the on the?
I'm like, Dad, you ever risk it all on a rock slide flinch? You, I'm like, you ever get the 30% chance and just hit it and win the game off
It
that?
feels like me when when like I'm talking to my dad about Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because like he d- he doesn't understand a lot of it at all,
Mm-hmm.
and especially because like I'm playing Centurion in Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's already like a weird thing to explain to somebody who doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just like, oh, these cards are traps sometimes.
I haven't played Dueling Network. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since Dueling Network was like big and had
Yeah.
like card arts and stuff. So like it
True.
was it was like middle school. Um, but I went up to Papa Lunch today and I said, Dad, I was gonna get 50 coins on Pokemon Go today, but some kid put a golden raspberry on my Vaporeon, and now he's gonna be stuck there for 3 more days.
He's,
And he was like, I
I have no clue what you're
He's like,
fucking.
I'm gonna not engage in
I'm
this
gonna go
right
to sleep.
now. All right. I'm gonna end the video. Good night, everybody.
Good night.